Hey, what's up guys, I'm iSmiles, Izzy, whatever you want to call me, and welcome back to the Smile Scale. Here we list things from -5 to 5. Anything negative meaning that I look at it like a waterlogged corpse, and anything positive meaning that it probably has some nice upside potential. But the higher the number on the scale doesn't always mean the crazier numbers on secondary. A higher number probably just means that I like the project's vision and or the team, and I just probably enjoy that they're trying to do something different and push the envelope in the NFT space. But this Smile Scale is a little different because we're looking at ANTONYM, a project that I actually worked on myself as well. So because of this, I'm going to be putting a big old disclaimer on this video that I'm going to be pretty biased. And yeah, I'll still point out some bad things here and there, but no matter what I do, I'll still be coming from some point of bias because I did work on that project as well. 'Tis unavoidable. So I just thought I should let you know beforehand to keep it transparent. So ANTONYM is a project trying to bridge the gap between physical objects and the NFT space. The project is on the route to create a full-on brand, one that's inclusive to Web 2 people as well as Web 3 people to once again try and bridge that gap between physical stuff and digital stuff. Now how they're doing this is pretty simple. Their first NFT collection here revolves around statue-like figures. You've got two little heads, a body like a back road, and some really unique looking skins on them. How it works is that when you have one of these, you get access to a figurine of the NFT that you own yourself. Now it won't be down to the T because I doubt AM can cast some fucking spell to make the head float, but it'll be pretty similar in that it'll have the same skin as your NFT and that kind of little stuff on there. The figures can also come in different sizes, and the size that you get depends on how many of the NFTs you redeem for your physicals. So if you have 4 of them, you can get a 2-foot tall statue, one of them gets you an 8-inch tall statue, and if you have 20 of these bad boys, you get a 5-foot statue of your nice little ANTONYM. Well, it's actually not really little at that point. Now, like I said before, this is a brand, and brands have physical locations, as will ANTONYM. They're getting a physical location set up smack dab in the middle of NYC, which can do a lot of things. Attract attention when they do physical Supreme style drops. It puts them in the same airspace as some of the biggest fashion brands in the world. And my personal favorite, it gets NFTs in sight and mind of just Web 2 people. Because you already know when someone's walking by and see this man dead-eyeing them from behind the glass, they're going to be curious on what the fuck is happening in there. There are just so many things they can do with this physical location to benefit holders as well as just get people involved in NFTs. I'm always a fan of things that make mass adoption even just a little bit easier to accomplish. This is one of those things. They also have a special lounge in the back of the store for NFT holders, so if you're in NYC and have an ANTONYM, that's the place to be. Now, there is no date for this location currently, and I can't really give you a time estimate on it either, so that could kind of be a downside to some people who live on NFT time and want it right now. But this is Web 2 as well, so it's kind of moving on Web 2 time. ANTONYM also has the eyes of some huge brands looking at him. I can't say names or any shit like that, but just know that the top of the fashion industry wants into NFTs, and ANTONYM is a prime subject for them. A lot of them. The founders behind ANTONYM are massively experienced in the crypto and the Web 2 space. They've been in crypto for a crazy long time and just have a lot of experience in starting and running a company from the ground up, hiring and firing a team, things that project leads should and need to have for a project with so many ambitions to prosper. Am and Ruben also just do a fantastic job interacting with the community. They do a bunch of AMAs even after launch in the Discord and on Twitter Spaces, and they would just always hop in Discord chats in the VCs at random points to just talk to the community and let them know what's happening. Like a lot of the early information and most of the current information is just given out in the Discord when Am and Ruben hop in VCs and talk to people. At least that's how it was in like the middle to start of it. And there is a small problem to this. As the Discord was locked, not too many early investors got to hear all this stuff. A lot of the investors now haven't heard this stuff, and that's kind of a big deal because they need to know what they're investing in and the vision of ANTONYM as a whole. Now, all the people that were whitelisted did because that was the only way to actually get the whitelist was to first be picked and then attend a small personal AMA with the founders themselves. But outside buyers, especially early on, had absolutely no idea what ANTONYM was about. ANTONYM, although a fantastic looking project, especially for the long run, is not without its flaws. They've been riddled with mistakes throughout the minting and the reveal process. And in Web 3, that's a pretty big deal. In Web 2, not so much, but for the moment, ANTONYM is mainly focusing on the Web 3 aspect. Sometimes the organization is off too a little bit, like outdated or wrong info is still up on Twitter or being posted on Twitter, and like the Discord gets a little confusing and muddled up, so it can be kind of hard to traverse. And honestly, the best idea is to just always attend the AMAs or the live stages they always hold during these kinds of times in their now public Discord. They hop on a stage, especially with the founders, and they kind of explain everything going on with the project and all that kind of stuff. And that kind of goes for every project. Like if you want to know the integrity of the project and the people that you are actually investing in, go to an AMA. That's where you can find out if the founders are actual competent and level-headed people. And that's what they need to be. ANTONYM, as I think I've said in some past videos, is going to be weighing in at a 5 on the Smile Scale. This project has some crazy potential and just some really heavy hitters looking to collaborate with them. The vision of fashion and merging of Web 2 is just a step in the perfect direction that's kind of needed to push towards mass adoption. But yeah, that's about it for the Smile Scale today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, learned something, and thanks for dropping by. Peace. If you gon' do it, damn, I need no ticket. Yeah, everybody just talk, nobody really do it. I'm not a guy, I'm not a stupid, hear me too. I got to me now, the PO, doing the job, that get the break.